Hello smart mathematicians, let's do question A. This is actually question 5A. In the diagram below, g of x is equal to x cubed minus 3x. A and B are the turning points of G. C, O, and D are the three x-intercepts of G. And then A and B are the turning points. Determine the coordinates of A and B. We have to ask ourselves this question: what is A and B? These are the turning points. And then at the turning points, the derivative of the function is equal to 0. At the turning points, the derivative is equal to 0. So we derive and equate the derivative to 0. Let's just do that. G of x is equal to x cubed minus 3x. Right? Let's derive this. Derivative of g of x is equal to 3 times 1 is 3, and then x to the power 3 minus 1, that is 2, and then minus 3. Remember that if you derive with respect to x, the derivative of x is 1, so we just remain with what? With 3 there. We equate this to 0, so it becomes 3x squared minus 3 is equal to 0. So you can divide everything by 3 here. So what do you remain with? If you divide this by 3, this by 3, this by 3, you'll get x squared minus 1 is equal to 0. Then this is difference of two squares. So it means x minus 1 times x plus 1 is equal to 0. Therefore, x is equal to 1 or x is equal to negative 1. Now we know the x coordinates of these turning points. So it means the x coordinate of B is 1, but we don't know the y coordinate yet. And then the x coordinate of A is negative 1, but we don't know the y coordinate yet. So let's find the y coordinates. How do we do that? To find the y coordinate, we substitute the x coordinates into the function, into the original function. So let's start with 1. If x is equal to 1, therefore g of 1 is going to be 1 cubed minus 3 times 1. Then what do we get? We get negative 2. This is negative 2 here. These are the coordinates of B. And then if x is equal to negative 1, so g of negative 1, where there's x, we put negative 1, and then becomes negative 1 cubed minus 3 times negative 1. Then what do we get? We get that this is equal to 2. So it means this is 2 here. Therefore, the coordinates of A is at the point where x is negative 1 and y is 2. And then B is at the point where x is 1 and y is negative 2. Okay.